Shana Tova, my friends. It's so nice to be here today in my kitchen with my beautiful wife, Eve. We want to wish you a wonderful, happy New Year. Different from this year, please God. I am so lucky because at the end of this, I get to eat the challah that she's going to make for you. Good luck.
I just started making my own challah about 1.5 years ago, so this is only my second Rosh Hashanah for making round challah. So I got this recipe from, it's Tori Avi, her website. I've tweaked it a little, just to my taste, so let's just get started and we'll talk through it. So I start with 2¼ teaspoons of yeast, or just an envelope of yeast, to which 1½ cups of warm water, and a teaspoon of sugar. And then we'll just mix that up, and we'll wait about 5 to 10 minutes for that to activate. So we'll come back and I'll show you how to do the rest. Now that our yeast has been activated, it should look really nice and foamy. I'm going to put the rest of the ingredients in. Do 3 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil. I just use canola oil. 1 whole egg and 3 egg yolks, so 3 egg yolks, 1 whole egg, and 1/3 cup of honey. I'm just gonna mix that up. I use my KitchenAid because I have a dough hook and I just figure I have it, so why not? You can obviously do this by hand. And I just mix that all up. I use all-purpose flour and bread flour. I start with about 5 cups of flour. I do 2½ cups of bread flour and 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. And then I just add half and half. I alternate. Depending on the humidity, weather, all that stuff, I just know what the dough is supposed to look like and feel like because it varies every time I make it. The dog's barking outside. It's about ready to go. I do it in the KitchenAid just until it's pulling away from the sides, and there's just a little bit stuck in the bottom. It almost looks like a tornado touching down. Then I'm gonna actually take it out, knead it a bit by hand. And leave it a little sticky, just because I don't want it to dry out. All right, so it's still a little bit sticky, but I'm gonna leave it like that. So I'm gonna move it to a lightly oiled bowl, and you're gonna set it off to the side, or I have a bread-proof setting on my oven for its first rise, which takes about an hour. We'll be back. Okay, our first rise is complete. It went crazy, doubled in size, probably more than that. So what we need to do, I just put a little oil on my hands, is just punch the dough down, and then it's gonna have to go for a second proof for another hour after this. Just get that air out of there. All right, and we're gonna put it back in for another hour and let it rise again. All right, we're done with our second proof, and it's big. Now we're gonna roll it out and braid it. Usually I weigh it, divide it, and make sure it's perfect, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna wing it. I was always intimidated by yeast breads. I used to buy my challah from Joan Solomon, and then she had knee surgery one time and wasn't making challah, so I decided I would try to make my own, and a lot of trial and error, but now I love it. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. just egg wash these. I just have a little egg wash. I always put a little salt in my egg wash. And then we'll let these rise for another 50 minutes. And we'll stew them in the oven. I put it in my oven at 350. And they're gonna bake for about 30 to 40 minutes, depends. They've been cooking faster lately. What I usually do is halfway through the cooking time is I egg wash them again. That's it. I'll be back in 50 minutes. All right, these have been rising now for about 50 minutes. I'm gonna put them in 350-degree oven. I'm gonna put them in for 15 minutes. At 15 minutes, I'm gonna open the drawer and take them out. I'm gonna egg wash them again, get in those little cracks as they puff up. Put some sesame seeds on and then continue cooking them for about another 15-ish minutes until they're nice and golden brown. And here they are, the finished chalots. He's ready to eat some, so...
I am sorry to say that I get these pretty much every week, so thank you.
Shana Tova, everyone.
Shall we?
Yes.
A little bit of honey for a sweet here.
She smells the fun.
Some for you. Oh my God. This is so good. Try the recipe. Takes a little while.
Thank you.
Thanks.